On behalf of Larry Klayman, Freedom Watch, America's Sheriff, Sheriff Joe Arpaio, all of the groups that I'm associated with, my private law practice, and just humanity in general, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I want people to reflect that God is with us and his Son is with us. As you can read about in my prior book, Whores, Why and How I Came to Fight the Establishment, and this new one, It Takes a Revolution, Forget the Scandal Industry. I've been very fortunate. I've had Jesus come to me at least twice in my life during very difficult periods. And he can come to you if you open your heart too. He will come to you and he will put his hand on your shoulder and he will say that I'm with you. I'm with you whatever you do. Not just if you remain true to his values and what he taught as a Jewish rabbi and as the Son of God, but if you accept him into your life and you accept the Father into your life. And that's what we have to do right now. This is a positive message. I do these podcasts every morning. I try to be critical because I try to say things that you won't hear on Fox News or Newsmax or any place else because they're playing the game. They're playing the politically correct game to the base. Advertising dollars, money, increased salaries. I do what I do, not for money. The book that I just wrote, It Takes a Revolution, Forget the Scandal Industry, which you can get at Amazon.com or at freedomwatchusa.org with a contribution of $50 or more. Yes, we need money to survive. We need money to do what needs to be done, but I never did it for money. If I had done it for money, I would have been with one of these corrupt big Washington, D.C. law firms or corrupt one in some other city. And Jesus didn't do what he did for money. In fact, his teachings destroyed the money changers at the temple and the Romans, who were ultimately defeated. And we will ultimately defeat the evil forces of the left who want to destroy us, who basically want us dead. And they're about ready to enter office on January 20th, 2020, with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. We will defeat them, just like Jesus and the Father defeated the high priests and the Romans. They perished. If we stay true to his word and their word. And that's my message for today. Things may look bleak with the coronavirus. Things may look bleak with what now appears to be the next president and vice president of the United States. But God has dealt with these kinds of things before. And Jesus, with the word of God as his son, defeated all comers. Remember that. And if you hold your heart out to him, he will help you and your family, and he will preserve the sanctity of life. So that's my happy message for today. Remember, he's with us. That's your insurance policy. Put it in your back pocket, but open your heart and celebrate his birth today, December 25th. My grandfather, who was Jewish, who fled the Ukraine, he thought he was fleeing Russia and came to this country. Little boys from the Ukraine did not know their birthday in those days, particularly little Jewish boys. When he came into the harbor at Ellis Island and was processed, the immigration officer said to him, this was in the early part of the 20th century, "What's your birthday?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "Well, pick one." And my grandfather said, "Give me December 25th. If it's good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for me." Again, if it's good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for you. I'll be back tomorrow with another special podcast. Until then, God bless you and your family, and Merry Christmas.